Hello everyone, my name is Alone, and in this video we'll be going over some things that have been mentioned in an interview with Mathieu Cote, which will be linked in the description below, suggesting that Darth Vader, Stranger Things content, and more has maybe happening. So let's get into it. So Mathieu Cote was in an interview with a YouTuber talking about asking questions about recent stuff that might be happening in the future for DBD, and that's linked in the description below. But so Mathieu confirms the chapter coming in September is especially based in South Asian folklore, which means it won't be Japanese like many people thought. Now, we can get loads of creatures from this kind of folklore. Like, I don't know really any that is from South Asian. So now that's good, we can focus on what kind of monster we can be getting, which I'll make a video about that. But then we have another thing talking about Buffy the Vampire Slayer has been in the talks for DBD. Mathieu implied that not only within the team, but with the owners itself. Now, I have no idea what the hell Buffy the Vampire is, so yeah, I have nothing to say for that. But wait, let's talk about Darth fucking Vader coming into DBD. Mathieu Cote confirms that there have been talks and mentions of Darth Vader in DBD with Disney. Now, I can really see this happening, and I'm surprised that this could happen because DBD has worked with Disney to get the Alien chapter, and they would have to work with it to get the Predator chapter. And I would say Darth Vader would kind of fit into DBD because they got Kennedy, which he is a good guy, but with some manipulation from the entity that turned Kennedy into a killer. So we can possibly see that with the same thing with Darth Vader, even more manipulation that he's been getting from the films. Or it could even be based off Legends, because Legends is a whole different non-canon story to Star Wars, I think. I don't know, I'm not much of a Star Wars fan. I love the franchises and the films, but I'm not too sure on that. He also confirms that he knows people want new Stranger Things content, and he says the door for it is not closed. So it could be a November chapter part 2, because Stranger Things Season 5 comes out in November, and that's roughly the same time when a Licensed Killer and License 2 Survivors is coming out. And I talked about that in a video here, and there'll be more information on that, so we could possibly see more Stranger Things content. The last thing I want to talk about is that Mathieu Cote did mention that we could possibly get a mimic kind of killer in the future. The limit is the person who takes the appearance of one of the survivors and who never knows if the other survivors are real ones or not. It's a concept that is super interesting. It's a concept that we have considered many times over the last 10 years in Dead by Daylight, and I don't know when it's going to come out, but I feel like it's inevitable that it's going to happen one day. So we can possibly get a shapeshifter one day come to DBD as a killer, which I've been waiting for many years, as so many others. Now, that's all I want to talk about in this video that I found interesting in the live stream. I will have the interview linked in the description below, so I recommend you go and checking it out. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Goodbye!